Hello everyone, my name is Cynical and today I'm going to show you how to effectively hunt shiny Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. So what I'm going to be showing you pertains to Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. After doing hours of research on the best way to hunt this shiny, I came to one conclusion. This is by far one of the easier Pokemon to change, but only at a certain level range. So first of all, where is Dratini? Depending on the version you own, you can find it in 2 to 3 different places. In all versions, you can find it in Pony Gauntlet and Pony Meadow. But in Sun and Moon, you can also find it in the vast Pony Canyon. The only way to get the Dratini is you have to fish for it, and it is a whopping 1% encounter rate. Unless the water is bubbling, which makes it a 10% encounter rate. When going for these Pokemon, it is best to save before you fish on the bubbling spot, and soft reset the game pressing L, R, and either start or select if Dratini does not show up. If you want to chain for Dragonite, you can only find it in Pony Gauntlet. It is not in Vast Pony Canyon or Pony Meadow. Only Dragonair and Dratinis can be found there. But another annoying factor about this chain is the level range in which you need to change your Dratini. Dratini can be found in the wild between the level range of 10 to 61. With such a wide range, we need to look at its moveset in order to find a target level. Once it hits between 25 and 30, its moveset will be Agility, Slam, Dragon Rage, and Twister. If it's 24 or below, it will have Thunder Wave. And we do not want to deal with paralysis turn after turn. At 31, Dratini will have Dragon Tail, which will prematurely end the battle once it's used. We need to avoid that in order for this chain to work. Also, looking between 51 and 54, it will have Aqua Tail, Dragon Rush, Safeguard, and Dragon Dance. This moveset does not seem bad, but Dragon Dance can be a pain to have to deal with. Once it hits level 55, it will also know Outrage, which will lock Dratini into using that move, and after 2 to 3 turns become confused. Personally, I would rather not have to deal with this attack. With this moveset for Dratini in mind, we need to set the target levels to between 25 and 30, as well as 51 to 54. This makes from a 51 level range down to only 10 levels we can use for this chain. If you're lucky, you can attempt to chain off of the Dragon Tail Dratini. It might take a few tries, but it is possible. How, you might ask? I'm going to show you the 2 Pokemon you are going to need for this chain. Yes, only 2 is required. Before I reveal those Pokemon, show your support for this tutorial by hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that bell for notifications of new videos, click the thumbs up, and leave me a comment below letting me know if this tutorial helped you out. Which 2 Pokemon do you need for this chain? Let's start off with the easy one. First, you will need a Pokemon with the attacks Skill Swap and Bestow. You will also need the ability Harvest, and also have it hold a Leppa Berry. This will allow you to give your Leppa Berry item to the Dratini, and with the Harvest ability, as long as the sun is out, the Dratini will have a 100% chance to harvest a Leppa Berry after it uses it. The second Pokemon is the star of this hunt. You need a Fairy type with the ability Intimidate or Pressure. Unfortunately, there are no Fairy type Pokemon with the Pressure ability, but there are 3 Fairy type Pokemon with Intimidate: Snubbull, Granbull, and Mawile. If you use Mawile, do not Mega Evolve it, as its ability will change to huge power. If you choose to use Granbull, keep in mind it cannot learn the attack False Swipe, whereas Mawile can learn that attack. My personal pick for this chain is Mawile. The reasoning is due to its secondary typing of Steel, allowing it to take hits from Dratini with very little damage being dealt. Either way you go, you will need these attacks: Ice Punch, Ice Fang, and Play Rough. You can also substitute Ice Beam or Fairy Wind in place of Ice Fang or Ice Punch for Mawile. Each of these attacks will deal super effective damage to the opposing Pokemon and increase your chances of a successful call-in. Don't forget to put leftovers on your chaining Pokemon. So with that out of the way, what items will you need? To start with, you will need quite a lot of Leppa Berries. I personally always go in with over 900 Leppa Berries. Make sure to bring a minimum of 2 Adrenaline Orbs. This will help with calling in and using up turns. Also, make sure to bring along 2x accuracies and 2x speeds. Play Rough and Ice Fang has a 95 accuracy, which means they can miss sometimes. But if you use 1x accuracy, you will have a 100 accuracy when using those moves. Mawile is also not very fast, but with a couple of X speeds, you should outspeed any of the Dragonites that get called in. Also, don't forget your Pokeballs either. I am going to be heading to the Pony Gauntlet in order to start this chain. Once you are there, walk up to the fishing spots and check for the water that ripples out. Now, once you are here, make sure you save your game. Now with that out of the way, just press the A button to pull out the fishing rod, and once the exclamation point appears, press the A button once again to reel in either a Pokemon or an item. If it is not Dratini, just soft reset until you find Dratini. And also, make sure it is the level that you want. Now, bestow the Leppa Berry onto the Dratini. Warning, there is a 5% chance that Dratini could be holding a Dragon Scale. If this happens, you will either have to attempt to find another Dratini before it struggles, or bring a Pokemon that knows the attack trick. The next turn, make sure you skill swap your Harvest ability onto the Dratini. Now, switch into your False Swiper, which in my case is Mawile, and False Swipe the Dratini. Swap to your Fairy type Pokemon unless you have Mawile. When you have a free turn, make sure you Adrenaline Orb to ensure that the call rate is increased for Dratini. During your next free turns, make sure you use your X accuracies and your X speeds to ensure that you are faster and well prepared to take down these Dragonairs, Dragonites, and Dratinis. Sit back, relax, and destroy Dratini's family, one after another. And this is how you effectively shiny hunt for Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite in the Alolan region. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next shiny hunting tutorial.